What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. Many of you may have seen the video that I uploaded yesterday talking about the decay timers for thralls. Now it turned out that this was only happening on the official Exiled Lands servers, but many of you responded that you had lost all of your thralls and their gear in the matter of just 24 hours, which is absolutely horrifying and sad, and I hope we don't continue to have dark days ahead. So let's run through what happened. On Friday, there was a change to the decay timer. It was changed from the summer timer to the winter timer, and with that change, there was an error made to the thrall decay time on the Exiled Lands server. If you were playing on an official server on SIPTA, this didn't affect you. Additionally, if you were on a private server or if you were playing solo, there was no effect on your game. Now, Saturday was the first time I found out about this situation. I don't play on official servers, but many of you messaged me through Discord or via YouTube. I even got messages over on the PlayStation saying that this was happening. So I did a little bit of background research and made the video. For me, the most important thing at that point in time was to spread the information, hoping that many of you would be able to log in and save your thralls from certain disaster. Now, if you ever need to get in contact with me, the best place is honestly over on my Discord server. The link is in the description of this video, so join up and feel free to send me messages over there. About an hour and a half after I uploaded that video, we got a message from Funcom officially. Hello everyone, a quick update with lost thralls that many of you have been experiencing. The regrettable error with the decay timer set to 1 day has been corrected and will be picked up with the next server restart. We are actively discussing the follow-up actions to rectify this as best as we possibly can. We will let you know as soon as we have an update on this matter. Thank you. Now, I don't know when Funcom officially found out about this issue. However, what I'll say is that if you're updating on a Friday, you have to have people on staff to look at what's going on Saturday and on Sunday. These issues can't just be left to, oh, we'll get to it after the weekend. So I would say going forward, Funcom either needs to have staff over the weekend because it is a live service game, so really they should be supporting the game 24/7, 365, or they shouldn't be making any changes prior to times where there's not going to be adequate staff to handle situations like this, even if it's an update or a change that nobody thinks is going to cause any issues. That post was followed up by a Twitter post, and then there was a post just 2 hours later from Ignacy. He said, hello everyone, a quick update on the situation with lost thralls on official servers that many of you have been experiencing. There was an error when updating the summer decay timers, which regrettably reduced the thrall decay timers to 1 day instead of the usual values. This has now been fixed and official servers have been triggered for a restart, so the correct settings are picked up. We are actively discussing the follow-up actions to rectify this as best as we possibly can. We will let you know as soon as we have an update on this. Thank you for your patience and understanding. So now that you're up to speed on what happened and what's happening so far, let me bring you in the loop on what the community is actually talking about. Many of you come on my channel and said you're done with the game, you're not coming back. Many of you have come on and given some idea of how we should progress forward from this situation, and I just kind of want to cover all of that today. Now, most people are saying that there needs to be a rollback. In fact, they're threatening rollback or I quit kind of situation. And I totally understand that standpoint. I totally understand the hundreds or thousands of hours that you guys have put into those thralls and the equipment that those thralls are using. I understand that many of you have thralls that you brought over from the Isle of Sipta before they changed the ability to transfer. And I also understand that there are thralls that shouldn't be in the Exiled Lands, such as the Arena Champion. Now, with all of that said, I don't think that changes the course of action that I think we should expect from Funcom. I absolutely think there should be a rollback. This is not the fault of the player. It is not the fault of the community. This is 100% the fault of Funcom. And in this situation, I honestly believe that they should roll the servers back. In fact, I would have wanted to see these servers rolled back already. Saturday would have been the perfect time to roll back the servers. That way people would have had their thralls back. Everything would have been restored already, not waiting until Monday, maybe even Tuesday to get this happening. I don't know why Funcom can't have some kind of alarm going off to get everybody that needs to be involved and get them working on this major situation. However, again, this is a live service game. It needs to have support 24/7, 365. If you want to have a lighter crew on the weekend, you need to not make changes right before the weekend so that nothing explodes while everybody's gone. Now, there are some people in the community that are actually happy to see this happening, talking about the fact that these are just pixels, or the fact that PvP servers have needed to be wiped for some time, so on and so forth. And I understand your sentiment. However, at the same time, it's not just you in this situation. This is the entire community that plays on official servers. And those pixels represent the amount of time and the amount of effort or the amount of luck that people have had in the realm of Conan Exiles in the Exiled Lands. So this is absolutely a huge deal. And I understand that people are comparing this to the Numidian debacle when a lot of people lost their buildings to the change to the Numidian building set. However, I would say that this is even more of a tragedy than that was. You see, building pieces are much easier to replace. Thralls are much more difficult to replace. Not only do you have to find that thrall in the Exiled Lands, maybe it's one that doesn't spawn regularly, and then you have to capture that thrall, put them on the Wheel of Pain, all pretty simple, but then you are leveling them up, which is a long and daunting process for tier 4 slow levelers, and even medium levelers can be pretty hard to level up sometimes. And then on top of that, we have all the gear that they had, and much of that gear can be really difficult to acquire and to craft. I know I saw one comment where someone was talking about their 20-some thralls that were all in Godbreaker armor. That is a feat all in and of itself. The amount of time that it takes to get those scraps in the Exiled Lands is insane. So having 20 sets of Godbreaker is a pretty big deal. The other reason why I feel like this is a much bigger deal than what happened with the Numidian is when the Numidian happened, it was only the people that had built in that style that were affected. This is something that affected everyone. If you didn't log in within 23 hours of that decay timer changing, your thralls were gone and there was nothing that you could do about it. So this particular instance affected more people than the Numidian instance did. So we got a couple of things that I think Funcom needs to do. First of all, I think they need to roll back, even if that rollback doesn't come until Tuesday. See, Monday is Labor Day, US holiday, and I'm not sure that G-Portal is going to be operating at full strength come Monday. So there may be an issue that they can't actually get the servers rolled back until Tuesday. But even at that, we're talking about 4 or 5 days of progress on a server versus who knows how long with many of the thralls that have disappeared. So I feel like a rollback is in order. And for those of you that have been claiming that if they don't roll back, you're going to be done playing, I would suggest at least sticking around and seeing what Funcom decides to do before making a firm decision. Additionally, I feel like Funcom should issue some kind of formal apology to the community and include in that how they're going to operate going forward in a manner that is going to reduce the risk of having this happen again. Along with that formal apology and explanation of how they're going to avoid this in the future, I feel like they should give something back to the community. Maybe something from the Bazaar store, maybe some Crom coins, maybe a free battle pass for the next chapter. I don't know exactly what they should do or could do. However, I feel like giving something back to the community will go a long way to show the community that they are valued by Funcom. So where do we go from here? Honestly, at this point, it's just time to hurry up and wait for Funcom to announce officially what they're going to do to rectify this situation. And I'm going to continue to follow this situation and cover it right here on my channel. If you're not subscribed and you want this kind of information, I suggest subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I'm posting. As new information comes out, I will be making videos letting you know what exactly is going on. I'm also sharing that information on my Twitter and in my Discord as things come up. I'm sorry to all of you or any of you that lost thralls. It's absolutely heartbreaking and I wish it never happened to you. Hopefully Funcom can figure out a way to make it right for you in the future. Don't forget to whack the like button on your way out and let me know in the comment section below if the things that I suggested in this video would keep you playing Conan Exiles. I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.